Hi guys, Chef Don from YoFresh here with another episode of Fresh Cuts. Today we're going to take you through a pineapple. So we're going to start with our pineapple here. Again, a good question is how do you know if you're going to get a ripe pineapple or not? One is by the color. Again, you're going to want to have a little bit of color on this, not so much bright green. This one you'll see a little bit of yellow in there as well. You want to see that. Another trick too is by grabbing the leaves here and pulling them out. If they come out rather easy, like so, a little bit of pull, you're going to see that your pineapple is probably going to be ripe. So we've went to the store, we've picked out our pineapple, we think it's fresh, and we got our knife and our cutting board and we're ready to get going, but we really don't know what to do, right? We got this pineapple and it's awkward, so what are we going to do? Well, first thing, we're just going to take it like this, grab a hold of the end there and give it a twist and pull that right off. So we got our pineapple, we got our top off. Now we're just going to take a little bit off the top here. And we'll do the same on the back side, on the bottom. That way we have a flat surface to work with. All right. So again, keep a towel handy. You always want to keep your work area clean and dry. That way it's less likely to cut yourself. So if we look at this pineapple here now, if you see like there's kind of a pattern to these little bulbs, buds, whatever you want to call them, and they kind of go in a row and they're spiraled. So if you start here at the top, you don't want to go too deep into the pineapple, but you want to go deep enough to make your first cut. And you can see that I didn't really go deep enough to get the pit there. So in the next cut, we will go a little bit deeper, all the way down. And same here. This way, once you get that open there, you can start to see in the pineapple. And then you're able to see where to cut it and how deep to cut it, right? Because you don't want to go too deep because then you're going to take all the good pineapple and you're going to cut it off. So you do want to stay just inside those little knots there. We'll call them knots. So that way you're not taking too much of the flesh of the pineapple off. So we got all of our little pits there. So now we got our pineapple. Our skin's off. What's next? We're going to take it. We're going to go right in half. And then we're going to do the same thing one more time. So basically we're going to take that and we're going to cut that into quarters. Up and down this way. Top to bottom. So now you got your 4 quarters. We got the skin off the back, but now you got the peel, this kind of like root here in the middle, like the apple core, kind of the same thing. Not really edible. So if you look here too, even you see down here, you can kind of see it starts right into that. It's like the nice triangle. It basically runs right down the edge there. I'll rub my knife in there, you can see it. So you want to just set it this way and go right down the middle. But again, just like the other part, you're not going to want to go too deep. You just want to get the core off. And we'll get rid of the core. So you get that done. So then you basically have 4 of these, 4 nice pieces to work with, depending on what you're doing. Again, you could just cut it this way. Then you got that nice little cool, like pineapple piece. If you were doing a fruit tray, if you were doing something you needed them smaller. Again, it's all about keeping the same size when you cut. That way, if you're cooking or whatever you're doing, it's uniform. So I try to go in a half there, and then maybe we'll just go into thirds. And this would give you basically what I would call a medium dice. Then you put it back together this way, just like so. And then just take your knife and run it through a couple more times. 1, 2, maybe 3 times. And again, that way you got a nice uniform dice. All about the same size. So there we have diced pineapple and a nice piece of like pineapple floret, we'll say. Again, that has a little bit more dimension to it. If you're doing a fruit tray, something nice like that, it'll have a little bit different cut. And again, if you're just doing some nice diced pineapple for a fruit tray, just like that.